It didn't work so well last time. The juju didn't. The juju didn't rub off so well last time. So maybe it's better that he's not here.
Of course, that's why the Schmo kicked him out of the country. This is the Schmo with the Pro, 21-11. The Hangman Dan Hooker returning to featherweight here in London. How we doing?
No, I'm good. I've come right from the jet lag. Weigh in tomorrow morning, so I'm just excited. I'm excited to step on the scale. I'm excited to get in the cage.
Getting some fun, looking svelte. Sunshine, Mr. Hooker, man. Doesn't get better than this in London, yeah?
Nah, like I've just been hearing terrible things, but ever since I got here, it's actually been pretty good weather, so I actually got no complaints. I brought a snow jacket, but it's a lot warmer than New York.
Well, certainly is. Now talk to the Schmo for a second. Everyone and their brother-in-law is talking to you about the weight cut, man. But no one's talking about what this victory is going to mean for the Hangman, man. You get this victory over Arnold Allen, where does that put you, let's say, in title contention in the Featherweight Division?
Oh, without a doubt. I think it's undeniable that whoever's gets a hand raised in this fight moves forward and fights someone up in the rankings. The title's busy for the rest of the year. You know, we got Korean Zombie fighting Alex, and then Holloway's gonna have, so that's tied up for the rest of the year. So I'd say there's a couple names sitting around in that top 5 sitting on their hands. So I think it's nothing but big things after this. It's gonna put you 1, maybe 2 fights away from getting a title shot.
Certainly is the case. When you were making the look to go back down to featherweight, the Schmo can only think of one prominent guy who's in their 30s that is jumping down in the weight, and that's Jose Aldo. And look at him. He's fighting top 10 contenders in the bantamweight division. Did you look at him in his scenario and say, I could do that myself when you were looking at coming down to featherweight?
That's like the funny thing about it. People just kind of brushing it with a broad stroke. They're just like, guys that move up do good, guys that move down. Like it's a bit more based on an individual than that. So I didn't look at any one fighter as like inspiration for weight. Like it was the best move for me. It's something that I've been thinking about, and I always knew I could do it. And it's something that I approached my coach 1.5 years and said that I was interested. So you need to think how long before that had I even thought about before I asked my coaches. So it's been a couple of years in the making to actually make this move. So I'm already confident it's the right choice. I already know hands down. So regardless of what happens between now and the end of that fight, this is the right move for me.
Well, a few days ago, the Schmo interviewed Abdu Rozik, a mutual friend that you and I have. He was rooting for UFC 267 when his contrary, Hezbollah, was cheering for Islam, man. He was here, but he left the country. He knew that this country wasn't big enough for both of you, believe in good juju, and he's rooting for you, Mr. Hooker.
That's my guy. He can sing, he can dance. He's the triple threat.
Full package.
Full package, that's the word.
That's right, and the Schmo met him. Now we're interviewing you a few days later, so good juju, yeah?
Good juju. It didn't work so well last time. The juju didn't rub off so well last time, so maybe it's better that he's not here.
Of course, that's why the Schmo kicked him out of the country. Now talk to the Schmo for a second, man. The big thing here is you're in London, you're enjoying yourself, you're always a happy-go-lucky guy, man. Because of your size and your athleticism, how is the speed going to adjust, too, for Dan Hooker in the featherweight division?
Man, it's been like the best I've ever felt the last couple of weeks of my training camp, and the way that I've been performing inside the gym the last couple of weeks, and how I've felt during this training camp has been better than I've ever felt. Like if I can take half of that version of myself into the cage, it's gonna be it's gonna be a good show for the fans. Let's just say that.
Is Dan Hooker the toughest matchup for current featherweight champion Alexander Volkanovski over anybody else in the division?
I'm not really even thinking about Alex yet. Like that's a future problem. I think there's a lot of heavy lifting, as we say, between now and that's even enters the conversation.
And can we get a final message for all the Hangman fans out there worldwide?
You know what to expect when I get out there. It's gonna be a firefight. Alan's gonna bring it. I'm gonna bring it. It's gonna be one hell of a show.
He's the pro. I'm the schmo. All goes down Saturday evening at the O2. We're out.